Everybody wanna do what they wanna do. 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 I remember when a person said to me, you gotta live your life the way that it is meant to be. But still, while you're existing, it's so conflicting. The contradictions and twists life will throw at you. Take a look at me, all the twists you see. Now take a look at you, see you got some too. Still ever work together, make things a little better. Welcome, my friend, let's get to work. Everybody's here, it's time to make some miracle. Show must go on, I just need you more than ever. There was a point I felt the pain trying to leave someone. It's harder than any encounter you might confront, yeah. In the end though, we all walk on a road, one and the same and full of matters of the heart, so indescribable, desirable. But when I try opening up and sharing them all with you, it all feels like I get to see a side of you I understand better than anybody else. Everybody wanna do what they wanna do. 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 Listen up, alright. Gotta let them dream, let them speak their mind. Our reality, born from what we find. So while you're ready to see the unseen, why don't you join our pipe dream?
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives.
Oh God, politics, no! Honestly, I think I felt bad in the interrogation.
Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
No, but I can still complain about them.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Yeah, fuck the elections, the board. Moving on.
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Yeah, let's kick his ass.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
No fucking clue. But I know Akechi's an asshole.
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah, I've not.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Wait, who the hell's that?
Who?
Yeah, what?
I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
Oh, I thought that was the other guy.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Okay, explain. Why is that a politician and why should I?
Huh?
Okay, how is the politician the mastermind behind all this, despite the fact that all politicians are lazy bastards?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility.
Like?
First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity.
Okay, starting to see your point.
On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
Right.
No!
So he stands to gain the most from making us look bad.
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
Wait. So not only was I was used for a politician.
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
Ah, please, as a politician, none of them are fucking honest. I've been saying this for years.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
And I'm not surprised.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
Shido what?
What is the matter?
Why are you so annoyed?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this.
Okay, what?
Just based on the connections I had from my previous job.
What did you used to do, by the way, Soldier? You never met.
I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido.
Okay, why?
From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But There wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
I mean, he is up against Shido, the greatest and most annoying politician this country's seen in a while, so...
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had.
Yeah. Okay, see you.
He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
But can he kill the Venom? Actually, probably good. Yeah, good point.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Okay, the Phantom Thieves, we do what the fuck we want, when the fuck we want. Didn't think Shido was pulling strings up.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
I mean, does anyone believe the people that go around saying, I'm gonna be God? No! It's like fucking Naruto saying he's gonna be Hokage. No one gets...
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
Can't be any worse than drunk.
The issue is simpler than that.
Okay, what?
This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
Okay.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
So I just gotta kick his ass.
Yeah, we'll do it like always.
Okay, this would do.
Then let's check the nav.
Yeah, check his stuff out.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
I mean, yeah, he's got delusions of grandeur at the minute.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
Money. Money. Money? It's kind of it.
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
I mean, the politicians, what else is there?
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
He's a politician, they don't have...
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
I mean, it's either the diet, it's definitely not fancy restaurant. Diet building or election headquarters. Politician frequents their election headquarters because obviously they want to win, and the diet building because that's all the politicky bullshit. All I remember about politics is that one social link we did a while ago that was all diet this, diet that, the diet building.
We got a hit!
That was a complete shot in the dark because the other guy wouldn't shut up about it.
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the diet building?
What is the diet? I'm googling this later. I gotta know.
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
Oh, you bet. I mean, of course we have to. Fuck it, catchy. We're doing this thing.
Hell yeah!
I was dead for all of a day. I'm kicking his ass.
Nobody against it?
Of course!
Ass whooping time.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Yeah, we gotta show off our new skill.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Yeah, we should probably do.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the diet building after school.
Yeah, strike with that is hot enough.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
That's the best excuse to skip school I've ever heard. Well, guess I'm not going.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
I mean, that's a real family reason if you're dead.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
So, I guess I'm skipping.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations.
I'm sure Akechi had his own reasons for assassinating shit. Maybe. But like, yeah, he's definitely ruined.
A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
We're not killing the guy, tempting as it may be.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement.
Okay, starting to like the sounds of this one. So I come back from the dead, like the Messiah, and tell them all that he's an asshole before I punch him in the face. Okay, sounds good.
He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
The very criminal who now runs your country.
Everyone's gonna flip.
Yeah, as is this.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
Well, maybe not Ryuji, but the rest of them.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed.
Oh yeah, I also wasn't gonna get everyone to vote for me again. Down to like 3% acceptance of them.
What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine, Yusuke. Don't worry. Don't worry, we got this. There's no time skip in Persona 5, so they can...
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals. Which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the Chosen One. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, speaking of that, how the hell do I do socially?
Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far.
Yeah,
And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together.
yeah, it does.
To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other.
Hey, I'm still kicking his ass.
But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well.
That's right, Mono. We'll kick his ass.
I'm going to stay with you until the very end.
Well, how do I put this?
I said things have finally settled down. That's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest. Sure.
Well then.
She's right. Let's head to hay. Wait. We have to order them first. What's up?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, police reporting your death isn't gonna show up at your school, so no need to worry about that. Seems Prosecutor Nishima worked out some kind of deal with the higher-ups or something. I mean, they haven't even said anything to me, even. As long as you stay quiet, you'll be fine. I guess if they reported your death now, they'd basically be saying you were a fan of these. I can't really go around saying that, go announcing what the Phantom Thieves are, so I'm sure they'll avoid. Remember I hijacked your phone during the school trip? I came in handy. Yeah, I forgot you did that. That was great. How so? Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in that catchy spot? Basically, that let me see GPS info for two phones. Yours and his. Now, what could I do with that info? I'd be able to tell the precise moment Saeed Iijima, right, your phone, ran into a catchy. Oh yeah, you could do that, because the minute two blips overlapped, you'd know where they were. And that's when I saw my chance and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator. Yeah, how did you manage to write code to auto-execute an app? But there was a chance they just passed by each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Saeed Iijima to show the phone to Akachi. Ah, you needed a moment to wait for the app to load. Okay.
Whoa.
This man still surprises me no matter how many times I use it.
But...
Still, you just directly hack into the Metaverse now. It's a mysterious app after all. Yeah, you did say you tried before and couldn't get anywhere. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All I had to do is push the button. Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Pretty good, huh? True. That's really good, actually. Anyway, hey, Mona.
Well...
That reminds you, your relationship with Akechi unexpectedly grew stronger, didn't it? Even though Akechi was talking to the fake you at the time. Yeah! Yeah, that's true. Akechi met the cognitive you in the ballad. I don't know what he said to that version of you in there, but we should make use of it. And if nothing else, it shows that operation was a smashing
Let's do it.
Booyah! Kicked his ass and got out alive. So I'm gonna sleep, but it's weird there's people in my room.
I'm gonna head back then.
Guess I'll head home. Go to bed, alright? Bye. What am I gonna do about school? Like, I can't very well go to it, but I need to hang out with Haru. So, apparently Akechi arrested the leader of the Phantom Thieves. He's a hero. I'm so glad Akechi's back. I hope they can catch the rest of the Phantom Thieves too. He really is amazing. Phew. There's no point in even having an election. Shiro's gonna... Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about it. Like, he can fix whatever problems we have. Honestly, it doesn't matter who to... Or, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out with those Phantom Thieves. Say, after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum. We'll show you. Heard you went home, so that's the during homeroom. You okay? You're a bad teacher. You should be in class right now. You're alive! The news is reporting you committed suicide. Come on when you can. We're so confused. I didn't kill myself, you know I'm better than that. But, as long as you're safe. Don't worry about yourself. Don't worry about school. Just take care of yourself. That was... That was my teacher texting me. Is it true that the leader of the Phantom Thieves died? How could the police just let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together.
Cut that out!
Quiet down, you're in class. Break's been over for quite some time now. I swear you're like monkeys in the zoo. Oh yeah. I received word from Schwarzer's family that he'll be absent for a bit. Jeez, what do people think school is? Almost 10. Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're no... no problems here. Just got the ball. Oh, thank God you're safe. That suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. What do you think I was gonna do? Send you a message going, ooh, I'm a dead guy? Even Sakamoto was dodging the question when I tried to ask him. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site's a real mess right now. Yeah, I noticed that. How many comments have you had to delete now? But I'll keep supporting you from the shadows, so good luck. You don't need to worry about it in here, but try to do anything to draw attention. Anyway. Ah, God. Anyway, today's the day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with it too. It's not like any customers are gonna be.
Okay.
Let's try and think of the keyword once the chief's curry has energized you. Okay. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? Yeah, I have no idea. I've read all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. Yeah, no clue. I don't understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering, if he's behind all those mental shutdowns, does that mean all the accidents from these past few years were his fault? Like that subway accident back... When you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport. Wait, did you try to say Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway! I don't care about innocent lives at all! This man seems to be truly unbelievable. I mean, he's a politician. Why the hell would he care? Mostly, there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Masayoshi Shido. How many has he killed over the years? How could we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we just go there and try and think about it on site? Let's try that. If we're going to go, I'd like Rentaro-kun to join, but... That'd be okay. Would somebody spot him there? How many people know that I was the Phantom Thief leader? I don't think that many do. We'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Ryuji, you're not listening, are you? Plus, I can throw off anyone who tells us with my blazing speed. Alright, let's have Rentaro-kun join us then. Remember though, we're going with the intent of not being seen. Okay, well let's just meet in front of the diet building and force that bastard's power.
Well then.
Alright, let's head to the diet building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay? I will. Just gotta hop on this up.
What is it?
You going out? Yes. Yep, see you later. You gotta be kidding me. You guys are done for if you get caught, right? Yeah, that's why I won't get caught. Sheesh, the stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late. I won't. I'll be fine. See the hood's up.